still... Oh, wait, that's the wrong... I was on the wrong screen the whole time. I was on the stream as over screen. That's pretty funny. How are you all doing today? Welcome to the stream. Welcome on in. You know, this is gonna go hopefully a lot better than when we last tried to stream TCG because the game isn't gonna be broken this time. I also got a haircut. They went a little short. So it's a little short up here, but it'll grow back. It's fine. Average Wiz stream ending before you even started. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I went against a wall deck and just conceded because I refused to play against an utter snorefest. What you need to look up because you've only been playing post rotation. Snorlax Stall was one of the most uninteresting decks to play against. There were ways to beat it. There are ways to beat any deck. There's stuff you can tech in. But Snorlax Stall was just the worst. They aimed to win by making you deck out because the Snorlax card, you were unable to retreat from it. It was really, really frustrating. Really frustrating. Dark, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Welcome to the stream. Hope you all are having a wonderful day. Where is my... Oh, my thing is not there anymore. Weird. Alright, I'll click it manually. Doing okay, just tired. I feel that. I feel that. Soft resets. 3DS. Is this it? Did I put on the correct no, that's not the correct one. DS capture? No. Where's my capture of what? Wait, is this? Oh, because two of them are open. That's why it's broken. I'll fix it. It's an easy fix. It's just broken. It's next to Dragapult is boring. Dragapult is fun to play. I'll tell you that. Dragapult is a fun deck to play. It can be a little annoying to go against it just because of how much they can just move damage around. But fair. Did your daily goals and then it just left? I feel that. It's been a while since we've had a Sunday stream. Streams for this week should be pretty regular. Was there just like a random space on this? No, it isn't. Like I said, we got a lot of moving stuff going on with the big hope of moving, hopefully next month. But yeah, we are playing Joltik box today. This is potentially, I'm going to a challenge tomorrow night. And I believe this is what I'm going to be playing at the challenge tomorrow. We might make some fine-tune adjustments here today during the stream. It's kind of my goal, is to make some fine-tune adjustments. Change anything up if we feel anything is kind of underutilized. Like, Iron Leaves is one that I feel like is so underutilized, but I feel like it has its moments where it's helpful. Kind of like Blood Moon. And then like Black Belt's training, there's potential this could be opted out for like Gravity Mountain because it both gets me the same thing, which is to kill an evolved Dragapult or an evolved Charizard. Well, Charizard kind of gets handled by Galvantula. But you know, I don't know. I feel like Black Belt is good for the extra 40 damage. I feel like it'll be beneficial in most cases. But yeah, let's jump into some games today and see what happens. You actually went against a Joltik deck, proceeded to leave because you finished your task. Out here just grinding the daily tasks is hilarious to me. Alright, let's start off with a shiny check. We're at 521 soft resets. Ladder also just reset, so we're working on climbing our way back up the ladder. We'll climb it up with the Joltik box. Let me know if you're unable to really see this counter for 521, if it really even matters that you can barely see it. I feel like for the most part you'll be able to see it though. Alright, so for Joltik box, we want to go second. I did not do community. I haven't opened up Pokemon Go in a while. I haven't opened up Pokemon Go in a while. Sam, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Yes, the game, they proceeded to send, after last stream, like, the game went down for emergency maintenance up and down for, like, the next, like, day and a half, and they did eventually fix it. Alright, not a great starting hand for us. Only Pikachu inactive. Hopefully we get, like, an Arven or something. We can't use it this turn, but... Oh, this is the Slowpoke deck. Okay, Iono... potentially helpful next turn. I'm not going to put the EXP share there because I think it can be used on someone else better. This is the Slowpoke deck. Does it want to go second? I don't think it does. I don't know why they're choosing to go second. They are going to probably end up motivating. Maybe that's why, because they want to motivate? I don't know. I haven't played this deck a whole lot. Oh, Haxorus. Okay, interesting. I haven't seen Haxorus in this deck. 230, discard the top 3 of your own deck. If your opponent's active Pokemon has any special energy, it's knocked out. This seems like a very unnecessary tech. They go for the Motivate, and they don't even have any energy to motivate, but they have broken Pikachu. We do have a Nest Ball here, which is nice. So we can nest for Miraidon. We can get Joltik out there. Out in the action, our Prime Catcher is here, our Power Glass is here. A lot of good pieces are here. We can also Academy at Night, put something on top of the deck if we want to keep something on top of the deck. I definitely think this is going to be an Iron Hands. We just have... I mean, this is going to be an uphill battle for this guy. It is going to be an uphill battle for them for sure. I think, honestly, XP share onto Pikachu. Do I want to keep any? I could Academy at Night this, but I don't think I want to keep any of these. Boss, but it's always easy to get a boss, and we can't use it this turn anyway, so we'll just Iono here. Because we are going to have to throw away this grass energy to retreat out unless we draw into Latias or a way to get Latias. And we do not. But that's fine. It's not really that big of a deal. Have to toss it. Energy's there. Honestly, Pikachu isn't going to be in a huge... Pikachu will help clean up some damage, but for the most part, isn't all that necessary. Latias is there. We just didn't draw into anything. We can get them next turn, but that shouldn't really matter. You had a horrible TOS2 game, a non-posting sheriff in town, just not getting stuff done. That feels like an average TOS2 game. Waiting for another stream to see if they do community Dynamax Adventures, because of Dynamax... Wait, what is Dynamax Adventure Weekend? I don't know what that is. Joltik is a lot of fun to play as. The reason I'm big on the Joltik deck is pre-rotation. Miraidon was my go-to deck. It's all I played. I loved it so much. And then half the cards rotated out, and this is kind of an equivalent of it being back in action. I don't know really what attack they can go for here with this deck that would really hurt me. I mean, they can go for Max Rod for... That feels like a bad waste of Max Rod. I mean, I guess if it's the only way to get your slow king back, I guess. That just feels like a bad use of it. What was the other thing they got back? 230. If your opponent's active Pokemon has any special, that won't do anything. Yeah, this just feels like a bad tech for this. This feels like bad tech. Especially since it did 230 and you discard 3 from your own deck. Kyurem makes more sense. Kyurem gets them there pretty quickly. And they're just going to put them on probably these two. Yeah. Put that there. Your Shrewsbury seems to be lagging. Not on my end. Not on my end. We'll take 2 prizes back here, which is nice. The only thing I don't love about Joltik is in my current 60, I have no way to bump stadiums. I have no way to bump stadiums, which is kind of sucky. Part of me kind of wants to kill... I think the Xatu is what I want to kill more than the Slowking, because that's their energy acceleration. And I feel like that needs to go more than anything else. I feel like that needs to go more than anything else. I put that there. Although, part of me does want to Arven for... Let me even see if it's in the deck. For the Bravery Charm. Because if I Arven for Bravery Charm, I can put it on Miraidon and keep Miraidon alive from another one of those attacks. Which could be... No, I still feel like killing... I don't know, I still feel like killing them is the better option. I still feel like killing the Xatu is the better option at the end of the day. Because that's their energy acceleration. It's going to be tough for them to get 2 energy down. So I feel like this is better. I feel like this is better. And they don't have a second one prepped. We could have also bossed and killed Squawkabilly and taken 3 prize cards, but that really doesn't do anything for us. We have a setup bench. We have decent cards in the deck. There's really nothing we are super looking for that needs us to do that. Yeah, I don't see how they get another attack off this turn unless there's another... I mean, Crispin... Look at the top 7 cards of your deck, reveal trainer. Yeah, Crispin would get them there. But then they would also need a way to recover that Kyurem or have another one in hand. Okay, they go for Drayton. So that means they are not attacking this turn. I don't think there's any other way they can attack this turn. They evolve the Slow King. I want to... Yeah, okay. I would love to boss and kill this one that has energy on it. But I don't think I'm going to be able to fish for that in any way. Which might be better... I mean, here's what I could do. I could Arven for Prime Catcher. Hey, yeah, that's the other thing, Welsh. Yeah, exactly. Keeping a Squawk alive, it's useless to them now, and it just clogs their bench. We're going to tandem unit to look inside our deck, which is kind of a bit of a time-wasty strategy. What we could do is we could Arven for Prime Catcher and Rescue Board. Prime Catcher up this Slow King, attach Rescue Board to Miraidon, and then retreat back into Iron Hands and kill the Slow King. I think that is the play. Because it gets energy off the field, it gets Slow King off the field. Or we could also... Yeah, I think that's the play. I think that's the play. Prime Catcher, Rescue Board. You. Retreat into you. Earthen Vessel, Crispin. Metal Energy. Psychic Energy just to clean it from the deck. I don't really need it for anything. That there, and thank you very much. Hey, Richard, how are you doing? Went tulip picking today? Ooh, that's fun. Take my 2 prizes. Hey, let's go Pokegear. If they don't disrupt our hand, which I don't think Slowpoke plays a ton of disruption, because they're primarily, you know, looking to accelerate energy. Or through using like Drayton or Alana's aid to get Pokemon into their hand. We have a Pokegear which can help us search out a boss, is my point. Because they can kill Iron Hands, sure, and they can kill Miraidon, and they can take 4 prizes. But they can't also kill Pikachu. And they just concede. So what was going to happen there if they got the kill off? I still have Pikachu alive. Pikachu's ready to take 2 prizes, or ready to hit 300 damage. And I just need to boss either the Squawkabilly or the Pheasantipity. I play 4 bosses in that deck. All 4 were in deck, ready to come out swinging. Not a great matchup for Slowking. Slowking is a pretty fun deck. I don't think it's going to win anything anytime soon, but it is a fun little... I don't want to call it a meme deck, because I don't think it's a meme deck. I think it is a pretty fun one. Has an interesting play style. I did not go tulip picking today. I did my typical Sunday errands where I go get groceries for the week. But I also always go to like Zaxby's because I really enjoy Zaxby's. And I eat it on Sunday. But I got a little bit of a late start. And then by the time, like, I got home at like 1:45. And I was like, shoot, I'm starting streaming in like 15 minutes. And I was like, but I still gotta put all this away, take Percy out. So that's why I was like, I'll start a few minutes late. We might be playing the mirror. We are indeed playing the mirror. And it is not a good start for us. Doesn't necessarily mean they're gonna take the... they're gonna run away with it. Because I could Crispin next turn and Cruel Arrow. I don't know why I would, but I could. Here's actually why I will. If they aren't able to get any... okay, I don't know. I was like, if they aren't able to get any other basic Pokemon down, I'll Cruel Arrow and take it out. Theoretically, whoever takes the first 2 prizes wins in this matchup. Because that's very much what it's going to end up being, but that isn't necessarily the case. The last time I played in the mirror match, the other person took the prizes first, and I ended up taking the win, but it was also because they ended up bricking their second attack. Or bricking and whiffing the second attack. Who else are they for Latias? Okay, I was like, who else are they not spelling there for? At this point, they have an inkling of what I'm playing, since I have Pheasantipity out with Grass Energy on it, so they're pretty sure it's going to be the mirror match. Right now I have ways to get to Arven with the Pokegear potentially, or at least to try and search it out. So I think that'll be the first play, is to try and search out the Arven. If not, we can always Ultra Ball. We can Ultra Ball, and whatever else I pull. I don't want to get rid of Boss or XP Share or Bravery Charm. Please give you Arven. No! New Irvin. I need to keep the Earthen Vessel. Because I need it to search out energy so I can actually even do anything. This just doesn't feel good. They are 1 Crispin away from getting a big attack off. So we could go for the slow play and not even attach Joltik. And just send up my own Pikachu. It could be the play. I don't think it's a very good one. I don't think it's a very good one. Do I lose? It depends, potentially. I don't know what their 3 cards in their hand are. If they have a Crispin, they can get off an Amp. I don't even think I want to put down Iron Hands, and since I'm coming in here late, I think I'm just gonna have to prep Pika. My other Pika's prized. Potentially Clefairy, actually. Clefairy or Mew potentially ends up becoming an attacker. Which never feels good. Alright, we're gonna put XP share onto Miraidon because if Joltik loses, I want to be able to move this electric energy to Miraidon. Boss does nothing here since they have Latias for free retreat from any basic. It doesn't matter. So I think we add the Bravery Charm. Bravery Charm onto Joltik does nothing because this kills. I think we just Bravery... I don't think Bravery Charm actually fixes anything in this matchup either. So we'll just get it out of our deck. Get it out of our hand. That's really all we're doing there, is just getting it out of our hand. Alright, those two need to go on Pikachu. And then we'll attach, I think, maybe a Grass to Miraidon. And the Electric if it comes from that. Yeah, the XP share will also move an Electric energy to Miraidon. And Miraidon will be ready to attack as well. Which Miraidon kills Pheasantipede and kills Latias, so... I hate the whole Terra Pokemon can't be damaged while on the bench, but you can put damage counters on Terra Pokemon on the bench. So, like, Dragapult can put damage onto them, or Dusclops can put damage, because Dusclops doesn't do damage, it does damage counters. Arbin potentially for Prime Catcher? No, okay, because I was like, they could Prime Catcher Pheasantipede, and they could kill my Pheasantipede, which would be really sad. But they have no Crispin, so they're Earthen Vesseling for Metal Energy, I imagine. So maybe they have Prime in hand already. Metal and Electric. They could have Prime in hand already. Oh, okay, they don't attach to Pikachu. So they aren't getting an attack off. They're only taking a single prize. This is bad for them. No way they kill Joltik. This is really bad for them if they kill Joltik. This is a giant misplay if they kill Joltik. What an insane misplay. So, why this is a misplay is they're taking one prize card to give me Fez draw. They don't know that I have Boss's Order in my hand, but they know what deck they're playing against because it's the deck they're playing. They know how much Boss is in this deck. So I'm just going to Boss's Order their Pheasantipede and get rid of their draw. Like, that's kind of wild. Do I want anything else down here? I mean, Clefairy actually could mathly become relevant here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 200. If I have a full bench and they have this bench, I could potentially use them to take out a Latias. And they are quicker to charge up than a Miraidon is. Like, they can be charged up off of a single Crispin, and I have the Psychic Energy in there. So I think we do end up grabbing them. And we do need Latias in case they disrupt my hand, because I do want to be able to move stuff around. And then we just boss Pheasantipede. And then we just kill Pheasantipede. Yeah, easy peasy. Oh yeah, Hopzacian cannot damage the Terra Pokemon, no. But the game does not stop you from doing it. Once you attempt to apply the damage, it just disappears. Which is something you have to be careful of, like when you're playing in person as well. Is because there is no game there to tell you otherwise. How's the Joltik box deck? I think it's really fun. It does really well into Dragapult and Guardy, which are two of the top decks right now. I'm also just a huge Miraidon fan from pre-rotation. But its worst enemy can be itself, which you can argue most decks are. Okay, what I want here... like, it's not terrible, our current situation, because Pikachu isn't ready to attack, but I would love Prime Catcher. Do I go for the flip the script first? I could play down Mew, I have 4 cards in hand. Ultra Ball, a Crispin, and an Energy. And I can get the Mew draw first. Because what I need is... What I need is Prime Catcher and Metal Energy so I can kill their hands. And then I think I fail this. I think I choose to fail this. Because I don't want to clog my bench with anything, because I might want Blood Moon later. Or I might want to throw down Iron Leaves. So yeah, we're going to choose to fail this. We'll take the 2 draw off the restart. Okay, boss is there, so if I can just get Metal Energy, that also solves my math for me, what I was looking for. No, none of the things I was looking for. That's okay. Could Power Glass. Or I think we could just also Crispin Clefairy and just attack Pikachu. And there's a world where we can get 2 attacks off. Because they aren't going to be able to hit for 190. And they aren't going to be able to charge up the Pikachu again that quickly. So I think there's a world where we just attack with Clefairy here to break the Pikachu. If I had more energy on the board, I would consider the Iron Leaves. But I don't want to throw away Pikachu's attack to not even take anything. So let's go for, not Boss's Orders, let's go for Crispin. Not the Metal Energy, because I need the Metal Energy for Pikachu. That into hand. That there. That there. The Power Glass is also for Pikachu if I'm attacking with Pikachu primarily. I can use it to recover energy from the discard pile. I'm going to throw it there. It's not going to do anything in this matchup for me at this point, since Pikachu isn't going to get off multiple attacks, because the theory here, the idea here, the play here, the goal here is we just win the game in our next 2 turns. But I want it out of there in case they Iono me, because I want less cards in my deck. But Joltik is like any toolbox deck, you know, in the sense that you have a lot of different lines to get different places. And sometimes those lines can hurt you. Because you have too many different ways to get there that you can over-tech for things, and you can clog your deck up with useless items, useless cards that slow you down. I don't think they have a path to victory here. They might end up retreating into their other Pikachu to stall, which is honestly fine with me if they do that. No, they go and they retreat into a single prizer to charge up. Which, again, I think I'm fine with. I think I'm fine with this. Depending on what I top deck here will control how my next turn goes. But I think I'm fine with this. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Doing 180 damage right now with Clefairy. They're gonna load up energy onto this Pikachu, not the one that has damage on it already. If I draw into Metal Energy, I think I attach Metal Energy, retreat boss hands. Otherwise, I'm just gonna boss the Pikachu that's already broken. Heard a lot about it in the Special Championship, now see the appeal. It has a lot of fun. I don't think it's like, you know, it's not best deck in format. I think Dragapult just because of its ability to just move damage around so much and just play stuff out, it's always going to be considered the best until something massive changes. Just because of how comeback potential it is. If we get the Nest Ball, and I don't think the Nest Ball fix does anything for us. But I don't think I care about the bench space. I don't think I care about the bench space. So I kind of want to just clear something else out from... I just want to clear something else out from my deck to really thin this deck here. And then we'll bring up this Pikachu, and we'll do 200 damage. If they had binged one more Pokemon, I probably would have bossed their Latias. Okay, I think we have win. No, we don't. We potentially have win. If my hand stays exactly how it is and they do not disrupt it with an Iono, I need Metal Energy for win. And I need to top deck it. Or draw it off Fez. Because I have no way to search out Metal Energy otherwise. But if they don't have Metal Energy, they can't take a prize card this turn, which also just doesn't win me the game, but we're just in a similar situation. And I have no way to thin my hand. Honestly, I wouldn't hate being Iono'd right now. I would kind of enjoy it. Because then I would have a small hand that I could get Mewdra off of. I don't need any of these 5 cards. The Arven gets me the Prime Catcher, but there are better stuff in the deck. There's bosses that'll get me there faster. You know, there's a lot of other stuff in the deck that is helpful. Just that they don't even go for the attack! What? They didn't even go for the attack? Why didn't they go for the attack? I wonder if they Alt F forward. I wonder if they Alt F forward. Or lost connection. They could have also just lost connection. If they don't play a card... Yeah, they lost connection. They aren't here anymore. We win! As soon as it passes back to me, it's going to tell me that my opponent conceded. This is one of my least favorite issues with the client here, is if your opponent loses connection, you have to sit through such a long, turn. If they lose connection for either, the internet goes out, their computer fails, their phone fails, whatever device they're playing on, or they also just force quit the game, Alt F4, close the app out, it gets stuck in this limbo where we have to wait for them to just pass back to me. And then the game will end. It didn't. Are they actually still just sitting there? Okay, I'll just take the prizes. They're playing on their smart fridge. Oh, I forgot about the smart fridge play. There's the other Metal Energy I wanted. I only had one left in deck, which is why it was taking so long for it to come out. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Joltik box. But it's just because it, to a degree, just brings Miraidon back. Which, again, just like in Old Dawn, you could have argued that Miraidon pre-rotation was a toolbox deck, because Miraidon was not a main attacker in it. You could attack with them, and I often did. But I attacked with Miraidon and Miraidon as often as I attack with Miraidon in Joltik box. Oh, missed a hedge, missed a click. Let's go. We finally won a coin flip. I want to play on my smart fridge. I don't have a smart fridge, but I'm going to buy a smart fridge. Just to stream from it. Bum, bum, bum. Ah, goated start. What are we playing? Ooh, Charizard! Charizard's a great matchup for us. Terrible matchup. Oh, they taking another Mully? Oh, bud! So the reason why Charizard is a bad matchup for them, it's a great matchup for me. Charizard being a Terra Dark Pokemon. Dark Pokemon are weak to grass. Our Iron Leaves here one-shots it, and our Joltik evolved into a Galvantula one-shots it. I don't know why I've been seeing more Charizard on the ladder recently. Like, Charizard had all but disappeared from the ladder. See, this is the I think I need to tech in a stadium of some kind. Because this sucks when Pokemon League Headquarters comes out. And I can't do anything. I can't do anything to bump the stadium. That is this deck's biggest downfall right now, is I have no way to bump a stadium. I think I need to add some sort of stadium bump. Prime Catcher is there. Oh, is Galvantula here? Galvantula is here. Other Joltik is here if I need it. I don't like my energy options, though, for attacking. Pikachu doesn't really do anything in this matchup, do they? Let's grab down both hands. What does the stadium do? I'll tell you in 1 second. And then I think we Crispin to put energy here and go ahead and put an energy onto one of the hands. An energy I don't need, like Psychic. And we'll attach return. That way I can get an attack off next turn. Power Glass I don't need. Oh, no, I meant to attack it to Joltik. I meant to attach to Joltik so I can get an attack off. That's where I meant to attach it, was to Joltik. So this stadium, Pokemon League Headquarters, attacks by each basic Pokemon in play cost 1 energy more. That's why I meant to attach to Joltik. I was thinking too far ahead. I was thinking too far ahead. They're gonna kill my Joltik! What a tick! That's hilarious. That's so funny. Now please have no other basic Pokemon and have to pass back to me. Have no other basic Pokemon and have to pass back to me. Ah, okay, they can get another basic down. At least you're playing against a Badoo. Yeah, that'd be even worse. A Badoo with the Pokemon League Headquarters. So that's what we need to resolve. We need some sort of stadium ad for situations like this to be able to bump a stadium. I don't know, that might be overkill. It might not be that necessary. I don't know, I feel like I'm seeing more often than not, like, seeing stadiums that pop out. But I'm just trying to think of what stadium would even make sense that would be useful. Because off the top of my head, I don't think of any stadiums that would be helpful. Man, that was such a misplay. That was such a misplay. Even a Crispin doesn't get me an attack this turn. I mean, I have another Joltik in there, so I mean, Crispin would at least get me another Joltik out. So it's not Jover for us yet. Not Jover for us yet. I don't know what decision they're trying to make here. Just grab 2 Charmanders and put them on your bench. I don't know why that was such a tough decision for them. Unless they were just then price checking. And they didn't price check when they did the Ultra Ball. Or when they Arvin. But you got here, they get to quick search for one card, put it into their hand. We don't get to know what the card is. Interesting, they don't want to give up 2 prizes, even though I have no way to attack. They're afraid. They're afraid. Rescue board there. No Power Glass. No Grass Energy. Pheasantipity. Get me some cards. Get me some cards. Boss doesn't really do anything for me. But I need to, again, Crispin. I need Crispin down. Um... I'll give them cards, but I'll also get cards. Okay, that's helpful for next turn. Helpful for next turn. Yeah, this is not great. This is not good. Not good at all. I mean, there is always, like, we could just add in Area 0 because it just gives us bench space. We don't need the bench space, but as a stadium bump, there's got to be a better stadium that we can add that actually benefits us. They're going to rare candy attack with Charizard here, but I've only taken one prize card, so they're attacking with 210. So they would need to Gust Pheasantipity to take 2 prizes, or to take any prizes. The Dawn's back. Donald Ducks. Yeah. Good old Morinon. Do you have any stage 3s? Oh, that's true. Gravity Mountain, actually. Because Gravity Mountain also fixes math for, like, Charizard, for instance, which, I mean, I don't really need math fixing for Charizard. They bossed the Fez. Oh. Man, they just really don't want to give me draw. They just really don't want to let me draw. Which, I mean, to be fair, is great, because I wasn't planning to use this for draw. I was planning to try and search out Galvantula attack. This dude said, nah, you aren't playing. Do we want to try again? Let's try again. Let's give it one more try. Let's give it one more try. 2 of them! What are you gonna do about 2 of them? Can't take them both out. Also, thank you so much for the follow there. Alto Beats. You can't kill 2 of them! And who do I pop the XP share on? I could pop the XP share on the other Joltik, meaning it will get the energy. I'll get the grass energy off of it. And then I can evolve it and attack. I think that actually is the play. I think that is the play, because I think that would be so funny. Do I have enough energy in here to do anything? I do. Wonderful. Do I even want hands at this point? I mean, actually, yeah, hands into... I didn't check to see if future energy capsules in there to be able to actually do anything against Pidgeot to take 3 prizes. We'll do it. We'll throw it all there. We'll throw it all there. Are you winning, son? I mean, I might be. We'll see what happens. I know using Gravity Mountain as Victini, I was able to take out a Dragapult EX one hit with Flareon. Yeah. That's why I have, like, Black Belt's Trainer in here to help with that math there. And also just, it can also help fix math for Iron Hands. Because an extra 40 damage would also help us take out the Pidgeot. But I think Gravity Mountain might just be better. Because Gravity Mountain, for those who don't know, Stage 3 Pokemon in play get minus 30 HP. So, like, Charizard here, instead of because there's, or Stage 2 Pokemon, I'm sorry. Stage 2. Basic, Stage 1, Stage 2. There are 3, I'm just saying. Stage 2 Pokemon get minus 30 HP. Boss the Fez. That's the only thing they can kill. It's the only thing that they can do enough damage to kill right now, because they're only doing 210. Again, this isn't Jover for us yet. This isn't Jover for us just yet. It's close. It's really close to being Jover. It's really, really close to being over for us. It's gonna be really tough for me to make anything happen here. Iono, please. Oh no, I think I already played Iono, never mind. We'll put boss. No, we'll put Arjun in hand because I already have boss in hand. Where are we gonna attach this energy at? I guess we could attach it here. Quickly cheat and take all your prize cards. Oh, why didn't I think of that? All they need is Rare Candy, Charizard, Boss's Order. And I think they should have it pretty easily. I think maybe I mean, we haven't seen their ace spec. They might play Prime Catcher. Right? We haven't seen their ace spec. They might play Prime Catcher. I don't know why. They're thinning their deck to, I guess, maybe try and search for it. It's gonna be pretty tough for us to make anything happen here. All because I messed up my turn 1 Crispin. If I would have just correctly played that Crispin energy. And they only have 2 prizes left, so the likelihood of whatever they need being prized is low, but not improbable. Arvin for Rare Candy and something random. Ah, the Hero's Cape! Anything but the Hero's Cape! Ah, that sucks. Hero's Cape, I believe it's an extra 100 HP. So that puts them at how much? 430? And we were doing 360 off weakness. Yeah, the extra 40 damage. I think that might just be GG for us. I think that's just GG for us. I'm trying to think if there's anything we can do. Oh, no, wait, I lied! I lied! Chat, I lied! It's not over! It's over for them! It's over for them! I can do math! It's over for the call an ambulance, but not for me. The perfect top deck. What a top deck. What a top deck. That's why I love Joltik Box. And that's why I love Joltik Box. That was insanely lucky, yes. That was as lucky as I can be. Oh my gosh. I still would have had it even without that top deck, because I also had Arvin in hand. Arvin would have grabbed me Future Booster and Prime Catcher. So I still had it either way, because Arvin was still in my hand. That was incredible. That was incredible. Alright, let's look at potential stadium. Potential add of Gravity Mountain. So this Gravity Mountain, each stage 2 Pokemon in play, both yours and your opponent, get minus 30 HP. I play no stage 2. So I play a stage 1 in Galvantula. So Gravity Mountain is a benefit to me just to have Stadium Bump. I don't know what I want to drop for it. I mean, the drop for it would probably be Black Belt's Training. Because that is the reason Black Belt's Training is in the deck, is to fix some math there. So I think that's probably what we would drop. Because more often than not, we're bossing or we're Arvining or we're crisping. So I think we drop Black Belt for the Gravity Mountain. I lied. It's over for them. Me and myself when a Witch Soul Collector watches Arso Bird. Me when I just can't think straight. I'm like, wait a second. Wait a second. Do I want to go first? Never! I haven't seen that into your hand in all of these 2 games. Yeah, and I haven't used Black Belt's training. Because I added as a tech of, like, a potential, and I haven't used it really at all. Okay, we're playing against Goldango. Dango Polt, a great deck. Iron Hands is super helpful in this deck. But the thing is, Hands would be stuck in active, so I think we got to start Pikachu in active. Because I can Nest Ball for Latias, but I also need to Nest Ball for Joltik. Oh, great. This is my other top deck right now that I really like, is Dango Polt. Really like this deck right now, too. I can S-Ball for Miraidon, yeah, but there's no way, like, right now, I won't be able to get, make any attack happen. I won't be able to make any attack happen, which is unfortunate. I won't be able to set up my bench. Because I only have 1 energy attach. So I think we attach energy here. Shoot, man, that really sucks. Yeah, it really sucks. Let's send the bench. Oh, man, all the Arvins were there too, just none of them popped up. I mean, any Arvin would have saved me because I could have rescue boarded. Go and grab Miraidon and thin the deck. Thinning is winning. That's what I always say. Oh, I just want to see, is Future Booster in here? Future Booster is here. Actually, let's grab the other Pikachu. Because Pikachu is going to be more beneficial in this matchup than anything else. Power Glass is also going to come into big plays here. Let's be sure here. I don't want a Power Glass because I might have to retreat. I shouldn't even play the XP Share. Did I play Recovery? Yeah, I play Super Rod. That's the only recovery I have, though. I don't have any Night Stretchers, though. Just sad. This is not a great start for us. Not a great start for us at all. I do not feel good about it. Yeah. Just Dango Polt is so good. It is the other deck I currently have built right now. It is just such a good deck. It has so much draw power. It has so much draw power with the coin bonus and with the draw off of the Dracloaks. But I think I'm just in too deep with Miraidon at this point that when I saw Joltik Bucks, I was like, it's the I don't want to play with you anymore of me dropping Goldango that I had just built for this. Makes sense that they're going to go for an evolution turn. Although, if I can just get Crispin into hand... Oh, if I get Crispin into hand, they're kind of screwed because they don't have another... they don't have another Gimmighoul on bench. Please give me Crispin. That's not a Crispin. That's not a crispy Crispin. That's not a crispy crispin. We could Mew. That was kind of a misplay. I definitely should have grabbed. That was a big misplay. I'm just thinking about Crispin. Never punished! Never punished! Always rewarded. Always rewarded. Always rewarded. The immediate concede. What I should have done there, I should have nest balled for Latias, retreated into Joltik, and attached and just set up my energy. But instead... Now, if I would have been playing like in a challenge or a cup, that's definitely what I would have done. I would have absolutely not gone for that risky of a play. Although the risk was pretty low, they hadn't dealt any damage to my Pikachu that was inactive. So the risk was pretty low. Plus, I still I could have retreated off of Pikachu and attached for Joltik. So the risk wasn't that low. The only thing that would have sucked is the energy that would have been on the Joltik would have been Psychic Energy. But that would have happened anyways. Playing against something with Badoo. Could be Dragapult, could be Guardy. We'll find out almost immediately here as they buddy-buddy Poffin. It's neither of those. It's In's Zoroark. Did I win against Dango? I did. They conceded. Not a great opening for us. Not a great opening for us. Kind of a bad opening for us. Of a bad opening. Future Booster is there. This is a pretty bad opening for us. It's okay. It's okay. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. I'm not going to grab out Joltik yet. Do you have a prize Pika? We do have a prize Pika. I'm not going to pull out the Joltik yet. Because they could snipe it next turn if everything goes their way. I kind of want to Crispin here. Kind of want to Crispin here. Just get some energy movement started. This is a deck like I do not think Zoroark is I don't even think it's A tier. Just because it cannot do a lot of damage. That's its issue. They kind of screwed over a lot of these like trainer decks that they came out with. Because so many of them are underpowered. Zoroark itself is a great draw engine in other decks. But this deck in and of itself, I don't think it's very good. And it's not anyone building its fault, just they did not give enough Pokemon to be able to let it hit for a ton of damage. I think the max it can hit for is like one, not including the backdraft, which is based off how many energy I have in my discard. Like it hits for so little. Oh, Salim, how you doing? Welcome on in. Alright, so we are Arven, or not Arven, we are Badooed, so we cannot play any item cards, which does suck. XP share onto Pikachu, I think. So that way, if Hands dies, move some energy there. I could fill my bench and get myself a single Mew draw, potentially draw it into Crispin to give me an attack, or an energy to give me an attack. Which could be worth it. Which could be worth it. I think, yeah, because you do 99. Yeah, you do 90. So we want to protect Mew from being hit twice. Do we really want to load our bench, though? Sure. Give me a useful card. Give me something helpful. Never punished. Always benefit. Always benefiting. Never being punished. I don't think I need Psychic Energy at all, right? Because you're also weak to grass. Yeah. Never punished. Can I check? Yeah, I'll show you Zorak here in a second. After we take our prizes. And that's why this deck plays 4 Crispins. So, in Zorak here, also this is the SR, this is incredible art. So, ability trade, you discard a card from your hand and you draw 2 cards. Fantastic draw engine. The Night Joker, for 2 dark energy, choose one of your binged int Pokemon attacks and use it as an attack. So it uses this, and it's only using its energy cost, so ignore all energy cost here. So Flame Body Cannon, do not discard all your energy, do 90 damage to active and 90 damage to one of the benched Pokemon. This is damage, so keep in mind this will not affect Terra Pokemon. It's not damage counters, it's damage. Or it uses In's Reshrem, Powerful Rage, 20 damage for each counter on this Pokemon, or 170. But there are so few Pokemon in the TCG at this point that are gonna, especially when they see this, that are gonna want to leave damage on their side of the field. Like, I don't want to leave any damage on their side of the field. Their Stadium of Choice is In's Castle. In Pokemon have no retreat cost. And then they also have In's PP Up, which they may have already played. They did not. In's PP Up allows them to take an energy from their discard and attach it. I think it's just to a benched In's Pokemon. Power Glass, we know about the Power Glass. We utilize the Power Glass. At the end of your turn after you attack, you pull back. So they're using that because they're going to Flame Body Cannon. Oh no, they don't. They go for... They're going to Flame Body Cannon next turn to take 2 prizes, that's why. But I think we're just going to boss and kill Inzoro. I don't think... Or, oh my gosh, wait a second. We get rid of their Darmanitan. Here's where it comes into trouble of I don't remember what's prized. Never punished. Now I'm hitting for 140, right? Never punished. I was like, I'm pretty sure I remember both of those being in there. They are going to kill Iron Hands here. They are going to kill Iron Hands here. Because they can kill it with the 170. But then we're just going to take one of these electric energies off the EXP share, attach it to Pikachu, and then Crispin, Grass, and Metal Energy onto Pikachu and do 300 points of damage and take our final 2 prizes. Unless they Iono me again. And then we'll figure out what our hand looks like to determine our next course of action. I don't think they don't have Iono in their hand, or else I don't think they would be trading it. I think they would be saving the trade for after the Iono. Oh no, there it is. Give me something useful. I'll take a boss, actually. I'll take a boss. But here's the other thing. For win, what are they going to prime here? They're just going to break the Pikachu. They're just going for the break on the Pikachu. Okay, that makes sense. Because next turn they can take 4 prizes. But it doesn't matter. I'm just making sure my math is all here before I start acting. Yep, doesn't matter. We attach. We retreat. We boss. We amp you very much. Very, very much. I think that was a misplay on their part. I think they should have taken out my Iron Hands. I think they should have killed my Iron Hands, got my energy off the board. Which they also obviously don't know what's in my hand. So they don't know that I had a bit of a dead hand. But they definitely should have just killed all the energy on the board. Thank you so much for the follow there, Vikes Real Gaming. Hope you're having a fantastic day. As we head into our 557th soft reset. Flawless. Well, it's pretty fun. They didn't take a single prize. But that's my issue with in Zoroark. It's a pretty slow deck. Slow is not the right word. Slow on taking prize cards. It sets up pretty quickly. But it's pretty slow on its prize cards. Bum, 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 bum. Much better start this time. I love a good Latias inactive. I love a good Latias inactive. Yeah, and the damage is pretty bad. There are ways to fix the damage. The Zoroark that does the poison package, with like the binding mochi and all that, does hit for a little bit harder. It requires a little bit more to set it up. Yeah, especially that's the big thing. With the meta right now with Charizard and Dragapult, and even like Goldango here. Like Goldango can hit for like 350 if it discards a ton of energy. Or even like Bolt, Raging Bolt, which isn't huge in the format right now. Like even Raging Bolt hits for a ton of damage, and just playing without a lot of that isn't great. I don't even know what I'd want to what I'd want right now, because I already have Nest Ball. I think we're just going to Nest Ball for Miraidon and get Pikachu and Hands out. Because Hands deals with Monkey. I don't know that I want to load up. Because if they get an Evo, let's put down one of each. Because they might be beneficial. Let's see what I get off the Pokegear. If I get a Crispin off the Pokegear... No, okay. With the gear. Damn, I don't know. I could Ultra Ball the two things I have in my hand away and get a Mew and try for it again. But I think other Pikachu will be helpful. I could go 2 on each, but again, then I'm relying on Crispin to be able to do anything. And they're gonna retreat. I didn't even look at prizes. All 4 Crispins are there. I'm surprised I missed them all. Oh, Prime Catcher's prize. That's good to know. No Prime Catcher and no Power Glass, right? Power Glass isn't at hand. Okay, good to know. No Prime Catcher. No Prime Catcher. I could just attach 1 Grass Energy here, so that way they're activated off of a Crispin. And then set up Hands, so that way Hands... Yeah, I think that's what we do. Pikachu can attack off a Crispin. Yeah, and the Metal Energy. But the Crispin can at least get us the singular one, which gets Pikachu an attack. Which isn't great for us long run. That's why the Power Glass being prized kind of sucks. Because... Oh, okay. Alright, yeah. I'm gonna guess that they did not top deck a Goldango. Alright, that's exactly how I planned it. Exactly how I planned it. But Power Glass allows Pikachu to get back energy. To make it easier to attack. Was being toxic? No, it's just how I planned it. Just the whole time. That was my goal. Just going for the concede victories, you know. Making people DC is toxic. Yeah. No, toxic is emote spamming. That's toxic. Which I would never do. Yeah, 3 Ultra Balls prime, like this would be an okay opening hand if I had a basic. Oh, we gotta mully it away. Only took 1 mulligan. Yikes. Hey, we at least got Arvin for a rescue board, unless it's prized. Yeah, I'm trying to use those Ultra Balls to catch a shiny Zora. Is this the same person? Is this the same person we played earlier? It's the same deck. Play that much. Tell me it's not prized. It isn't. How's my energy? I was about to say, all my metal energy is prized. One of my metal energies is prized. We got a prized metal. We got a prized Crispin. Metal, Crispin. Nest. Pokegear. Okay. Yeah, alright. That's fine. Those are all things I can work with. Those are all things I can work with. Oh, man. I would love to get Pika out as well. But it's fine, it's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. Both Pikachus are there, right? No, oh, there's a prized Pika. That's what it is. Prized Pikachu. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. It's okay though. Good old Pika prize. I'm gonna look and see if this was the person I played earlier. How long ago did I play this deck? No, different person. Person I played earlier was Pedro 220404. And this is Joltik. Different person. Did they just Professor's Research? It did. I like that they added all these new Professor's Research and Prismatics with like all the different professors. I think that's just really fun. I think that's really fun. I hate that I have to throw energy away, but I do. What I do. Attach that there. If I had Future Booster, I would take the Darmanitan, but I can't. So I could take this Darmaku, or I could take their other Inzeora, which I kinda... Part of me kinda wants more to cut down on their ability to trade. Part of me kinda wants that more. Or I could also throw down Iron Leaves and kill this. Actually, since I have Iron Leaves in hand, and they can't one-shot this, I'm going to take out this. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. The math. It's mathing. I wish I could have killed that one, though, that was already evolved and had... What is the name of this energy again? Reversal Energy. Reversal Energy provides 3 energy, but only if you're at a prize disadvantage. Which, of course, they are. Which means that their Flame Body Cannon, they don't need to attach any more energy for it. So they will do 90 damage here. They might take out my Joltik. I feel like that would be bad for them, though. It wouldn't make a ton of sense. I feel like it would make more sense to target. Maybe Fez. I mean, Fez takes 3, so it might have been better to smack the Zoomer this turn. The only reason I'm not is because Iron Leaves kind of handles it, or also an Evote here. If they would have only had one Darmanitan down, it wouldn't even be a consideration. Man, they're going for double Professor's Research? Wow. All the Professor Researches. They said, I want a big hand, especially after all of the trades they do here. If I would have kept the energy on Joltik, it definitely would have been better, but... Countercatcher who? Okay. Okay. I see the thought. I definitely see the thought. It is definitely a thought. The thing, though, is I'm gonna need Boss or Prime to be able to do anything. Substance. Or actually, I guess just the future booster capsule. Could Ultra Ball, and... I do want to use this Pokegear, but I want to check what's in my... I want to check what's in my deck first before I start doing anything too crazy. Future booster is there. Kinda want to do this for Latias, so that way I can free retreat and not lose energy. We're not going to have space to put Mew down anyways, because we're putting Latias down. Doesn't matter. Crispin is not who I wanted. Crispin! Crispin, good sir, you're not who I wanted. Crispin, good sir, you're not who I wanted at all. Huh. It's gonna mess up my prize map, but they currently have no attack other than 170, so they are gonna take that, which is gonna kill my hands. I don't love it. I don't love it. But I think I'm still okay. Long term, I'm still okay. Yeah, it still works out because, like, Pikachu takes the knock, Iron Leaves can take the knock, and Evolved Galvantula takes the knock. So I have multiple ways, and they're also going to give me a Pheasantipity draw. I have Latias, so that way I can do whatever I want here with the attack. And they have nothing on their bench to power the Zoroark except for Reshiram. A Prime Catcher is definitely interesting. They are going to go for the kill on the Pikachu. Which now losing the Iron Leaves into my deck does kind of suck. I need Ultra Ball to get it back. But the reason why this actually kind of also it maths a little bit better is I have that energy there. Have you had a haircut? I have. I got one a couple days ago. So it's still in its short phase right now, where it's too short and then it grows out. Which I guess is just I just described haircuts. But no, my hair's always get it cut too short. But it's fine. It really depends on what we get off the top deck and what we get off of the Fez draw. I'm not that concerned right now, honestly. The Prime Catch, though, is good for them, though. What's up, Pokemon Plays? Do I do a giveaway? For what? What would I be giving away? I give away a good time. Alright, Latias up. Where were you last turn, Future Booster Energy Capsule? Like cards? What? I have no cards to give away. Arvin gets me the Ultra Ball. Right, let me check that I have an Ultra Ball first. Also why I love Tandem Unit. And I can also grab a Bravery Charm. Or an XP Share. XP Share might be good. Huh. Or Prime Catcher. Actually, Prime Catch up you and you can only still do 170. Prime Catch could also be a play. Actually, I think we grab the XP Share no matter what. So that way I can keep a Grass Energy alive. And pull the Grass Energy to... like Maridon, so that way Iron Leaves can take the Grass Energy. I think we Prime Catch, so that way they can't do more spread damage off of the Darmaku. Or... I mean, we could kill Reshiram. No, we don't kill Reshiram. We don't kill Reshiram. We get this because the spread damage, I think, hurts us more in the long run. Put this there just to get rid of it. Put that there to get it there for next time. Put that there. And we amp. I think we're fine. They can't take... because this keeps them from being able to take 3 prizes. I mean, they wouldn't have been able to take 4 prizes. So it still would have been fine no matter what, but it's there. But no, Pokemon Plays, to answer your question, I do not do any sort of card giveaways. Well, let me check PP up, because I was actually curious. Is it only benched? Yeah, it is only benched Pokemon. That's fine. Nothing in my hand I wanted. If you would have top-decked me into, like, Galvantula or, like, Iron Leaves or something, that would have been spicy. We do get Fezdraw for the kill. We still have some bosses in deck. Boss doesn't really get us anything. I got one more Arvin in deck. I mean, it's really going to depend on what I draw. This could be pretty bad for us. This could be pretty bad for us. Like, it's not terrible, but it could be bad. What did I put onto the bottom of the deck from the Iono? Nothing I want. So I don't want to affect the deck, because like we could Tandem Unit to reshuffle the deck. But of those 5 cards I put to the bottom of the deck, I don't want those 5. So I don't want to impact the top 3 I'm going to draw here. Which... none of them, I think... Actually, hold up a second. Hold up. Let me think. Let me do math here. No, because I would need to Crispin to activate Clefairy. Which is only 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16... Yeah, I need to Crispin for too many things here, which is not to my benefit. Not to my benefit. So I think we put Pika, Metal, Electric back in deck. And we potentially set up Pikachu? I think that's really the only option I have here is to try and set up a Pikachu. Yeah, if I could have just got Leaves or Galvantula into my hand. Which, if they have a boss in hand, it doesn't matter what I do here. If they have a boss in their hand, it doesn't matter what I do here. Which we could go for stalling tactics. And I think that actually is the plays. We try and stall them to make them also... Oh no, but Inns Pokemon just have free retreats, so never mind. That also does not do anything. Yeah, unfortunate. Unfortunate. Things you hate to see. Things you absolutely hate to see here, chat. Things you absolutely hate to see. Unfortunate. We'll see if they get it. Do they have the boss? Show me the boss. Which actually the boss doesn't... Actually, never mind. They can't do anything anyway. The boss actually doesn't do anything for them. Hold up. No. Hold up a second. Wait a second. I don't think it matters. Oh, no, never mind. They have her weakness. Never mind. It does matter. It does matter. The counter catcher's all they needed. I was like, wait a second. But then I was like, nah, man, yeah. Yeah, man, we had so many outs there, we just didn't draw into them. That's to make up for all of the insane luck we had top decking the last, like, 4 games. That's to make up for all that great luck. What does Leaf? Oh, Iron Leaves, its ability is when you play it from your hand to your bench, so you can't, like, nest ball it down. You have to play it from your hand to your bench, so either it's in your hand or you Ultra Ball it into your hand. Its ability, when you play it to your bench, you can switch it into active, and you can also take any energy from your benched Pokemon and attach it to Iron Leaves. Iron Leaves needs 2 grass and any other third energy to attack, and it does 180. It does 180 damage, which would hit for weakness. So all I would need was to play it. That's why I wanted to keep that grass energy on the board, and it would have got me there. Ooh, a Ditto inactive. This could be Tank Terapagos. This could be Terrabox. Probably Tank Terapagos, if I had to guess. Which means we're probably looking to attack with Iron Hands and hope to just gust Rotoms and Noctowls into active. Transformative start. We'll get an idea here of whatever they transform into. Oh, no! This is Raging Bolt. Okay. This is Raging Bolt. Which means Clefairy could be coming out to play. So we need to be mindful of what we're doing with our Psychic Energy. Gotta be mindful of what we're doing with our Psychic Energy. I still think it could be worth it to put down a Hands. Clefairy's at least here. Prime Catcher's here. Future Booster, XP Share, Rescue Board, Power Glass. Both Psychic Energies. I think Hands is still beneficial because Hands could take out Raging Bolt. Could take out any of these. So I think it's still worth putting them down. Go ahead and Arven for Future Bitch to Energy Capture. Or we could also grab And we could grab the XP share so that way if, like, you get knocked, the grass energy moves away. They'll probably be looking to gust other than kill. Which then, in that case, XP share might actually be better. I think XP share is better. I think we nest ball for Pikachu. And just attach the XP share there. I think that is the correct choice, is XP share onto Pikachu. And then we put 3 energy here and 1 electric on the Pikachu, so that way we can accelerate 1. I think, yeah, that's the call. That's the call. It's all my grass energy. So we would do... Because the grass off of Joltik theoretically is what's going to Pikachu, or the grass off of Hands. We do it just like that. We also have 1 grass in hand. So that's a good spread there. I wish this was like metal in hand. We do have Crispin to get that. We also have Boss in hand to potentially do anything. They could also have a dead hand. Unlikely that they have a dead hand. But they could. There's a world where they do. They sure are doing a lot of considering. Okay, they had a knockout in hand. I don't know why they were doing so much considering. They were doing a lot of thought for something they already had. Crispin and Earthen Vessel. They're gonna, it looks like they're probably gonna be going for a Thunderburst Storm. This attack does 30 damage to one of your opponents for each energy attached to this Pokemon, but all they'll be able to get onto there is 3 energy total, right? No, okay, they aren't going. They're going for the attack off Raging Bolt. Potentially gonna search out a Prime Catcher if they don't already have it in hand. And prime the hands, which is why I wanted the that down. Which honestly, if we just pull out Nest Ball, Clefairy might be a better attacker because Clefairy hits for weakness and will do the damage needed. Prime Catch into the hands. Pretty textbook. I mean, what sucks here, though, is we are going to take the immediate return knockout. There's no question about it. We're going to take the immediate knockout. What the negative here is the whole way Raging Bolt... If Raging Bolt takes the early prizes, it's going to be tough for us to come back after they've taken the early prizes. I think we got a Crispin for energy and go for the attack. We Crispin, but I think we put it down another Pikachu. That way we can make best use of the Crispin. But we only have a electric in deck, which I already have electric in hand. Gross. Man, if I would have had the other in hand, would have been better. He's fine. I do get rid of the 1 energy that they have here, which is nice. We could have also attached all that energy to active Pika, because Pikachu just states you have to discard 3 energy. It doesn't necessarily have to be the 3 energy that you're attacking with. But it's fine. We know in deck we still have Psychic and Metal Energy. So if my hand doesn't change at all, I still get an attack with the other Pikachu next turn. If I'm able to get it into active. Which would require a Prime Catcher or a Latias on board. Oh, they just bench locked themselves from being able to add another Raging Bolt. Huh. That's a choice. They're just going to go for the Assault Landing 70 attack to just break the Pikachu. That is definitely a choice they've made. I don't think it's a very good one. I think Iono is our best call here, because right now we really don't have a lot of options that are beneficial to anything. So I think we go for the Iono here. I know I could break their jamming tower, but I don't really care, if I'm being honest with you. Alright, we could Nest Ball for Latias. Pokegear for Crispin. But Crispin doesn't really get us anywhere. Let's see what we get off the Pokegear first. We get the Crispin. Hey Percy. Hey Percy. Hey Percy. Hey Percy. Hey Percy. Perseus. What are you doing? I know. Yeah, we'll grab Crispin. One Nest Ball. I don't really like any of our options here, to be completely honest with you. I mean, we could just put down hands. No, we can't do that either. Percy, buddy, Percy, buddy. You gotta. What's going on with you? Yeah, not great. Not great, all things considered. Yeah, I think we just retreat into Joltik. And just Jolting Charge. Put that there. Percy, buddy! What are you doing? What's going on, bud? Are you okay? Are you okay? Like, what's he doing? He's like, no, I'm not okay. You won't pay attention to me. It's still, I still don't understand them, bench locking themselves with the Pheasantipity. Attacking with Assault Landing is their best play here. My best play is getting a... My best play is getting a boss's order in my hand. So that way I can do something. Hopefully kill their Ogerpon or their Pheasantipity. Or my Prime Catcher. My Prime Catcher would also be helpful. Okay, so there's a world where Arven is the play. Fez goes down no matter what. I don't think we go for the Mew draw. Because I can Ultra Ball both of these away, but I don't think it does anything for me, so I think we go for the Flip the Script. Not what I needed. Not what I needed even a little bit. Not what I needed even a little bit. I think we Ultra Ball, Pokegear, and Rescue Board just to see what I can even get off the Crispin. Shoot. And that's actually really bad. That's actually really, really bad. It's actually so bad. It's actually so bad. At the end of your turn, if this Pokemon is attached to the active spot, you may attach at the end of your turn after your attack. Does Power Glass activate if I don't attack, if I end turn? I don't know, actually. Pokemon TCG. Does Power Glass activate if I pass turn? No, it activates when you turn, regardless of if you attacked or not. Okay, so we grab that. We grab Prime Catcher. I'm gonna Prime Catcher the Noctowl because the Noctowl is more difficult to retreat. Actually, maybe Prime Catcher the Pheasantipity to make them waste retreating. So that way, still it's a 2-prizer and active if they can't do anything. No matter what, it kind of screws them, right? That makes sense. No matter what, it screws them. And then we're gonna attach this here for some reason. So that way if I get another electric energy... No, I don't know. No, we're gonna hold that. We're gonna hold that. We're gonna hold that, and we're gonna pass the turn. Okay, no, it is only if you attack. Oh no, the jamming tower. The stupid jamming tower. Doing all this Googling, and I forgot the jamming tower sitting there. All that Googling just to forget there's a jamming tower. And that I could have bumped like 5 turns ago, and I didn't bump it. This is the drawback of playing like a toolbox deck like this. Is that there's so many cards in there to get the specific cards you need. That's the reason I didn't bump the tower earlier, was because I was expecting them to eventually play down Area 0. And I wanted to bump their Area 0. What were the 2 things they grabbed off the Noctowl? Okay. So they have no Gust here, but they don't need Gust with Raging Bolt. Does 30 damage. So they don't need Gust, because they just get to target the Pokemon. And it can be on the bench. Or they go for Slither Wings and it doesn't even matter. Good old Slither Wings. I think we just lose here. Yeah, we just lose here. I don't really see an out. We're gonna play it through. We're gonna play it out because they might not have it. Always play it out. But I don't think I have an out. I just don't think I have an out. Okay, tandem unit, just clear some more stuff. Because why not? Double check the energy there. There's still Psychic and Metal. So we could Crispin right now and activate Clefairy, but I mean that does nothing for us because we're only taking 1 prize. So I want to boss. Oh, I messed up. I meant to Mew first. Oops. Oops. Give me Metal Energy. Never punished. Never punished. I mean, we are punished. They only need 1 prize here. And they can just take it off of the Raging Bolt. They have game in hand right now. I mean, not on board. They have game on board. And I can't imagine they are not going to see it, but they have game on board. Unless they... No, I was like, unless they discard it for something, but they have game on board. They had game on board no matter what I did there. Because this right now hits for 30, 60... Oh, actually, I screwed up putting down the Joltik. Never mind. I didn't realize how much damage that does. It only does 90 damage. I actually misplayed there putting down the Joltik. I thought that did 100 plus the 30. I haven't seen the Baby Bolt a lot. That was actually a misplay on my part. Always punished. Shouldn't have put down the Joltik. I was trying to thin. Trying to thin. Man, the Gravity Mountain has not come into play at all since I added it. But I mean, I guess that's just about as often as we saw the... Like, we never saw the Black Belt. I don't know, I think I like the Black Belt. I like the Black Belt better in theory because it allows me to do more damage. The Gravity Mountain for bumping. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, I lost the coin flip. I am going first. With Miraidon and active. What are these sleeves? Washington, D.C.? Is this from a Worlds? Maybe? I don't know. Take a unit. I don't know what we're playing against here. And I don't want to put down Joltiks to give them just an easy knock. So I'm not going to. So I'm not going to. And yield pass. I don't want to commit the XP share until I know about more what I'm playing against. Okay, Buddy Poffin. Potential Dragapult Badoo? Or Dreepy Badoo? No. I was like, let me assume the odds. Most likely it's going to end up being a Dreepy or a Dragapult deck other than anything else. That's fine. Badoo doesn't really hurt us. With my bench already somewhat set here, Badoo doesn't really do anything to me. We will need the Gravity Mountain if their Dragapult gets fully up. So let's go ahead and check and see if it's here. It is here. It isn't prized. That's good. I only have 2 Grass Energy, but I have Grass Energy here. Maybe go ahead and grab another Pika. Pika 2! And then I think we will... We'll attach this here. I think we'll XP share this one. No, we'll XP share this one. Yeah. And then we're not going to Iono because that just gives them more cards. We already have grass there. We're just going to put 4 here. I mean, I should have put... It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I was gonna say I probably should have put 1 onto the other Pikachu in case they just to start accelerating it. But if they disrupt my hand, it would have hurt more than I think it would have helped. But this is fine. They're going for the Jacques. Are they just gonna grab 2 more Dracloaks? No, just 1. They have the other one in hand? Or is the other one prized? And if so, why didn't you just go ahead and grab Dragapult just to have it in your hand to thin your deck? I don't know. I don't know why you'd only ever grab one thing off of Jacques. I would love to top deck a boss and amp that Dracloak with energy on it. Oh? You're gonna give me items just... That is definitely a choice. That is definitely a play. I mean, not giving me the 2 prize cards... Not giving me the 2 prize cards is potentially, you know, the game winner. It's not going to be. It's not going to be, but... And we're not going to put Gravity Mountain out until it helps us. Like, if I put Gravity Mountain out right now, if they have a way to bump the stadium... Right now, it's not a benefit to me to put it out there. So we're not putting out Gravity Mountain until I have a reason to put out Gravity Mountain. Dreepy, Ghost? Oh, just Dreepy. Alright, I'm gonna assume that this is a no Ghost build then. Crispin for the Dracloak. Are they gonna go for an attack this turn? I mean, they're gonna need to. They're gonna need to start spreading damage. I don't think it would be smart for them to kill my Joltik. I think they should just leave the Joltik on the bench. Because they could take the 1 prize, but taking the 1 prize opens up my bench for a potential Pheasantipity. So they should not kill the Joltik. Although imagine they somehow don't get the Dragapult. Oh, they did. They did, but imagine they didn't. It would have been so wonderful if they didn't, because then I could have just bossed. Counter catcher, who? The Pikachu? Yeah, that makes sense. Because it is already broken. So they do take 2 prizes here. So if at that point, I still don't think you kill the Joltik, though. I don't think killing the Joltik does anything for you. Other than just free up my bench. And I don't think you should want to free up my bench. Although currently I have no way to draw the Fez. But Crispin should just get me everything I need. Because I'm going to Crispin for Electric and for Metal. And Gravity Mountain gets me the 300 HP knock. We'll send up good old Latias. Good old Latias. And then I'll do a quick little... I don't think there's anything I can even grab off the Artisan. I can grab another Joltik. I'm not going to. Because they already got 1 easy Joltik for prize. Yeah, let's grab both of those. Good old Crispy Crispin. Good old Crispy Crispin. Retreat here. Go put the future booster energy capsule there just to get it out of my hand. And they're like, ah, you can only take the haha Gravity Mountain. Ha 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 ha. This should just be GG. This should just be GG. Because they have no energy set up. So they're going to need to Crispin. They would also need to Rare Candy. And I don't know. They need a lot of pieces. They have 9 cards in their hand. And then they get to flip the script for 12. So they have a lot of cards. They could get the 3 pieces they need. The bear does nothing for them. It gets them 2 prizes, but Oh, the counter catcher actually... Never mind, the counter catcher gets them what they need. I take it back. The counter catcher gets them what they need. They still don't win. Unless they hit me with an Iono. Well, now I gotta go check if I have a Gravity Mountain. I'm sure I have a Gravity Mountain in my bulk. Let me go check. Let me go grab my trainer bulk. I am planning to take this to a challenge tomorrow. They hit the Arvin? Unfair stamp, actually? Unfair stamp actually would be kind of sucky. Yeah. Unfair stamp does actually kind of ruin my day. Unfair stamp is such a good ace spec. Unfair stamp is such a good ace spec. Welcome back, Welsh. Let's see, do I have a Gravity Mountain? If I don't, I'll still play the... Oh, I do have a Gravity Mountain, cool. I have so many Gravity Mountains. By so many I have 3. By so many I have 3. Alright, what's my top deck? Will it save me or will it make me cry? What is my top deck? So I guess I have Crispin doesn't do it for me. Crispin does not do it for me. A second Nest Ball would have been nice. We're gonna tandem just to get an idea of what's in my deck. I mean, I think Pheasantipity is what we have to use the Nest Ball on. As much as, because if I would have gotten Boss, I would have just Nest for Blood Moon, Boss Fez, GG. I don't know. We'll see what Fez gets us. We'll see what Pheasantipity make my day. Okay. Okay. Show me Boss. No! The whiff! The whiff! No! You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Oh. Dagger. Dagger right through the heart. Dagger right through the heart. You hate to see it. No, they're there. Okay, so, Pokegear lets you look at the top 7 cards of your deck, and take any trainer cards, or take any supporters that are there. So it just wasn't in my top 7. It was, lower. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. We'll see if they get it, though. They are going to need a handful of pieces that they could get. So this is not a done deal for them, but it's not a done deal for them. They could easily get there. They have a lot of cards in their hands. But they're going to need to retreat because Blood Moon can't attack twice in a row. Or Professor Turo. Or they'll just Professor Turo and pick it up. I don't know where they're gonna get though with this though. Their out is a boss, but they've already used. Oh wait, what did they Turo? They haven't Turo yet, have they? No, they did. They picked up Fez. They picked up their own 2-prize liability. Oh, they picked up their own 2-prize. They picked up their own 2-prize liability. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. That was a good pickup for them. That was a really good pickup for them, because I just top-decked boss. I think we just have to retreat into Blood Moon and just attack. I think that's our only play. It's our only play. If they have boss, it's GG. Actually, never mind. Yeah, they just pushed the 30 damage. I shouldn't have attacked. That's on me for being distracted. That's on me for being distracted and playing with this here. I shouldn't have attacked. The attack, well, I guess really it was my only out. No, I should have bossed, killed Monkey. That's what I should have done. That's what I should have. What makes it only need the 1 energy instead of the 5? It's the their ability. So Blood Moon Ursaluna, the attack costs 1 less for each prize card your opponent has taken. So if your opponent has taken 4 prize cards, you only need 1 energy. If your opponent has taken 5 prize cards, you can attack for free. That's on me for being distracted. I'm sitting here adding the Gravity Mountain to the physical deck that I have. And counting out to make sure I had all the correct Arvins. So I play 3 Arvins, correct? Yeah. Whiz throwing. Yeah, that, honestly, that was a hard throw. That was absolutely a hard throw. But that's okay. That's okay. We stay playing. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 24, 26, 34, 38, 42, 44, 46, 48, 52, 56, 58, 59. Okay, I'm missing a card. But I'll figure that out later. I just want to make sure I had the majority of... Oh, no, I know what card I'm missing. Never mind, I know what card I'm missing. And I don't have it. I'm going to borrow it from a friend tomorrow. Probably this might be our last game. I don't know. We'll see how this game goes. I want one more win. I want to feel the sweet taste of victory one more time. I do want to try and do a ton of resets during this one, though, because I have been pretty slow on my resets. I have been pretty slow when it has come to resets this stream. I have only done 65 resets. If we can cross 600 by the end of stream, that would be really cool. Potential Tank Terapicos incoming. Just because of the card sleeves they're using. I'm gonna assume it is Tank Terapicos. $600 soft resets or Riot. Riot, you won't. Nest Ball for Fan Rotom. Fan Call for 2 Bouffalants and a Noctowl. No, 2 Noctowls and another Hoot Hoot. Which, to be fair, I don't know what they have in their hand. They might have other... Oh, okay. Where'd they just pass? I really hate the idea of dropping a rescue board onto this Pikachu instead of Power Glass or XP Share, but I'm gonna have to, so that way I can actually get an attack off. Which is pretty sucky, but it's fine. It's fine. Joltik, hands, rescue board, retreat to you, attach jolting charge, and power up that hands. Power up dim hands. I should be able to get 600 soft resets pretty easily. And it's 11 more soft resets. Unless this person concedes, we're gonna play a full game. Oh no, this is not Tank Terapagos. Is this just Terrabox? I haven't seen Terrabox in a while. The nest ball will be telling. It is Terrabox. Which means their ace spec is the Sparkling Crystal. Which means they are going to be going for a... I mean, they could sob me, which a sob block would actually be pretty upsetting right now. Or they could go for their secondary attack, which is Torrential Pump, 100 damage to active, 120 to a benched Pokemon, which would also be pretty heartbreaking. But less so, because, I mean, Wellspring is weak to Electric, so it's less upsetting. They're going to grab Crispy Crispin and their Ace Spec, I imagine. What else would they be grabbing off of this other than Crispin and Ace Spec? Bum, bum, bum. I mean, they could grab something else. Maybe they already have Crispin in hand. I got bored. How you doing? Welcome on in. I don't know what else they would want to nest ball here. Maybe Latias for the free retreat. Actually, probably Latias for the free retreat. Need that free retreat. How's this deck treating you? I've had a lot of really good games with it. We've had like, I think over the course of stream today, maybe like four-ish or five-ish losses. Of those 5 losses, 3 of them were like giant, fantastical throws on my part. Where I just was multitasking something else and just screwed myself. And the other 2 losses were like hard-fought losses. But we've also had a lot of really, really cool wins. I've really enjoyed this deck. But I also was a big Dawn fan pre-rotation, which is kind of why this deck called out to me. What energy did you put in your hand? What? Are they? They're just going for the saw block. Interesting. To just saw block. What a top deck. What a top deck. That's incredible, actually. That's incredible. Yeah, I love that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could also throw out Gravity Mountain. But they're just going to discard a Noctowl, and I'm going to Prime Catcher Hoot Hoot. Now the question is, though, do I want to reboss Wellspring? But I don't think it is. I think I want to kill their Hoot Hoot. I think I want to kill their Hoot Hoot, so that way they can't play out. We're going to Gravity Mountain, that way their bench is reduced. That way they have to, you know, make choices as to what they want to bench. And they don't have a Hoot Hoot readily available. They do still have Sparkling Crystal in hand. They didn't attach it. So they do still have Sparkling Crystal in hand that they can do stuff with. What Sob? I've got a Prime Catcher. We've had it kind of insane top decks today. So that could also be that could also be giving me some rose-colored glasses for this deck. Deck seems easier than Miraidon pre-rotation. I like this deck. This deck has a lot of really good lines, but I think pre-rotation Miraidon also navigated, but pre-rotation Miraidon, I feel like it often took more to get there. I don't know. I mean, it's tough to really like compare any current post-rotation deck to pre-rotation, because I would argue like the biggest thing we lost, I mean, for most decks, Forest Seal Stone and Luminion to get supporters and just get a free card, which helped fix a lot of fixed a lot of bricks. Who are you gonna pick up here? Wellspring to get rid of the 3 prize, or Noctowl to get down another Hoot Hoot? But I mean, this one is a lot more smoother, but when this one bricks, it can be difficult to recover. Iron Hands fixes that a lot, and it's also the benefit right now that a lot of people are playing slower decks, which, I mean, is also mostly due in part to just the format right now being a lot slower. The Ogre Pawn attack does hurt, though. The Ogre Pawn for 240 does hurt a lot, though. Might be better to Pikachu so that way we can retreat anything. That could be better. Iron Leaves is a potential down the road. It's definitely not a potential right now. Bossing doesn't really do anything here since, I mean, everything they have is just free. And I think we definitely attached that there. And let me just hand mute it. Thing is, though, we have so little energy in here right now that another Iron Hands... I don't think we see another Iron Hands really do anything this turn. It might be grab Pikachu and set up a second Pikachu. It might be set up a second Pikachu off the 2. Do I have Mental Energy still in here? Yeah. I think it might be set up a second Pikachu. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I know I have Electric in hand, but if they Iono me, I want to be able to have an attacker. So I'll attach this one there next turn. You play a lot of Goldango with Pult at the moment. You play it like yourself, you're playing Goldango, or you play against a lot of people playing Goldango? Goldango is the other... I have 2 post-rotation decks built right now. And it is Joltik Boxing and Goldango. Dango Pult. Dango Pult was originally what I was going to play, but then Joltik Box sprung up and I was like, wait a second. It's Miraidon. And also this Joltik Box, I mean Dango Pult itself, 600 soft resets. A lot of these decks still continue to do well within Destined Rivals format. So there is obviously like a little bit of thought right now of what do I want to play to NAIC. I don't know. Joltik Box seems very fun. I like decks that have straightforward lines for every matchup. This deck it depends. And that's the thing. A lot of its matchups are pretty straightforward, and it just depends on whatever you see from your opponent. Like, for this, there's not a lot of, like, low HP Pokemon that, like, Iron Hands can amp you very much on. So Pikachu is probably going to be our attacker. But, like, up against, like, Dragapult and Guardy and a little bit of Goldango, for the most part, like, all we see are, like, single prizers that have to evolve. So it's just like, okay, Iron Hands comes out and just amps you very much. Take in Miraidon to take 2 prizes. Unfortunate for us here. Bit of an unfortunate position for us. Not completely over for us, though. Because, I mean, they take their 2 prizes here. But I don't see an easy... I'm just not going to bench any 2 prize liabilities. I'm just not going to put anything down and just take my attack here. Crispin sets up my second Pikachu. But would I rather boss something? I don't think so. And I think we just take the kill. We just Crispin to set up the second Pikachu. It's true, we could Crispin the Pikachu in active, because you just discard 3 energy. It doesn't necessarily matter where the energy is coming from. And we don't have the free retreat. I mean, we have the retreat off the rescue board, though. I'm just trying to consider what they could do to me next turn. I mean, they could Saw Block me. No, they can't Saw Block me because the only Saw Blocking they can do is onto the Joltik, which just kills the Joltik and they take 1 prize. They have no way to take 2 prizes next turn because they have no way to break Pikachu. I think we definitely put that there for sure. And I think we put this here to have it prepped for next turn. In case they boss me into this Pikachu and Saw Block me. That way there's still a chance I can attach energy. Yeah, I think that's what we gotta do here. We'll get rid of that for sure. We have electric in hand, so I don't want to get rid of the electric. But I only have 1 other metal. So we'll just leave the metal there. I don't know. I don't think it super matters. If I would have attached both there, it would have been different. But because I am concerned with the Saw Block. But they could also Iono me here and it won't matter and I'll lose the energy anyways. But I play more electric energy than anything. But all my electric energy is either in my discard or right here on bench, so that doesn't matter either. So if they Iono me, I'm kind of screwed. I don't know, we'll see. But they go for the Crispin instead. Hold up a second, that might just be GG. Because again, they have no way to take 2 prize cards unless I am missing something. They're probably going to retreat to hide behind Cornerstone, right? That would make the most sense. Since Cornerstone, I can't attack since I have an ability. No, the Mew. Interesting. I don't know what their play is here. I don't think they have anything that they... I don't know. We'll see what they do. No sense trying to figure out what they're going to do. They'll do it or they won't. I can't think of a line that gets them there. So if they can get there, I'll be impressed. They do go for the sob. I don't know why I was thinking they would go for the sob the other way. But this gets me around the sob, doesn't it? Because sob, the defending Pokemon can't retreat that was hit with the sob. So sob for 20 damage during your next opponent, the active Pokemon can't retreat. Iron Leaves, when you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may switch your active Pokemon, move any amount of energy there. And so we just take one energy. So we use Rapid Veneer to go into active. We take the energy off that, and then we retreat into this Pikachu, and then we attach energy, and then we do Topaz Bolt. Let's go. GG! So anything that ever affects the defending Pokemon, like Sob or something like that, it's only active for as long as that Pokemon is in the active part. A way to think about it is your bench is like your party of Pokemon if you're playing like the video game. And your active Pokemon is whatever you've thrown out into battle. As soon as you recall that into its Pokeball, anything that's affecting it goes away. Burns, poisons, confusions, anything like that all goes away. So that's why like Blood Moon Ursaluna, for instance, its attack during your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. But let's say I attack with it one turn, and then next turn I Prime Catcher something up from their bench and push something from my bench up and then retreat back into Blood Moon. Blood Moon can attack again because it was taken to its bench, so it no longer matters. That's one way to get around. That's why Iron Leaves is kind of important in this deck, which is the one card I am currently missing physically. But I've ordered it already. It just hasn't shown up yet, and my buddy who has a spare Iron Leaves is letting me borrow it tomorrow night for the challenge. But yeah, that is the Joltik box. I have really been enjoying playing it. Is this the perfect 60 for it? Probably not. But it's the 60 have had a lot of fun playing with. I think the Power Glass and the XP Share are both pretty important. If you can only keep one of them, the XP Share is the most important. The Power Glass, we didn't get a lot of movement out tonight, just because a lot of tonight we really were matching into single prizers where we didn't really use Pikachu a whole lot. This last deck was really where we used Pikachu, and I ended up having to Rescue Board, which I said it at the time. I didn't like attaching Rescue Board to Pikachu, but we had to. I do like the Gravity Mountain. The Gravity Mountain is good to get rid of, to bump stadiums, which is beneficial. So I think Gravity Mountain is really, really important for it. For Boss, for Crispin, absolutely necessary. I would say, honestly, the only thing I wish I could squeeze into here more would be another Iono. Or potentially, you know, another Ultra Ball, just something to disrupt them and benefit me. But I don't know, I like this 60. I'll continue to play with it. Tomorrow is going to be the first challenge, physical, like, actual game I take it to. So keep an eye on the Discord. I will let you know how that goes for me. I will keep you updated with it's the first challenge I've actually gone to since I've been back from Atlanta as well. So we'll see how that goes as well. Like I said, we'll be going to NAIC. But NAIC is still a couple months off. We still have Destined Rivals that comes out in like 4 weeks that could change the way. I don't know if we have a regional after Destined Rivals before NAIC to really get a feel for how Destined Rivals is going to impact us. But we do have Milwaukee this weekend. I will not be going to, but we'll at least wait to watch it, see how Joltik Box does there. Otherwise, I've got no stream tomorrow because I'm going to that challenge. But I will be back live Tuesday night with Town of Salem 2 and some more shiny hunting. And then I'll be back live Friday night with some Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocking. If you're new to the channel, for the new followers we got tonight, thank you so much for the follow. If you haven't already, please go check out the Pokemon channel, ! PokeWizard at Twitch. We'll get you there. Started a new series last week playing through Pokemon Unbound. You got some stream VODs you can catch up on if you want to see some cool, some other TCG stuff. Or if you want to watch the entire Pokemon Fire Red 3-player versus that we did a couple months ago. We're starting on a Soul Link, it just hasn't come out yet. Or Pokemon Ambrosia that I played through. But that's it. That's the sellout of End of the Day. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I'm still working on the Atlanta vlog. I plan to edit some more of that tonight. I've just been so busy because we've been just apartment hunting this past week. But we applied for a place yesterday, so we should hear this week on if we are getting this place. So fingers crossed for us, because while it's a nicer place in a better part of town we want to be in, just centrally to where we need to get to other stuff, and also it puts me close to a lot of different card shops to actually go play in Challenges and Cups, which I'm pretty excited about. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. Have a wonderful night. See you later.